Darren Farce again here on Perspeculative to talk to you about some anime that we went into thinking would have a certain tone or be a certain way, and then they were really, really not. So let's talk about that. The first on my personal list, which I got Farce to watch after I started it, was Higurashi When They Cry. And from the cover of it, I didn't look at any tags, I didn't read any intros because I don't like any kind of spoilers whatsoever. I don't even watch trailers. So I just saw a cutesy little kid reaching out their hand, all happy, and I'm like, okay, probably something I'd like, not him. So I started it, and I was very, very quickly taught wrongs of my ways by the opening scene, which I will play for you now. Wait for the pause. So my imagination of what this would be like was shattered.
First 10 seconds of the episode.
I didn't have a second to keep believing what I thought. It was immediately dashed. And understand that I've never seen or heard of the whole Higurashi series. I know nothing because I understand they're all similar, but I'd never seen it. So as soon as I saw that, I was kind of like, well, I have to stop this and show Farce, because I'm sure he will appreciate this. So we did, and he went into the same way, and I'm like, yeah, look at this picture. Now look at this name. Okay. Now play it. And he really appreciated the pause and the further,
Oh, it just kind of killed me there a little bit. I mean, not as hard as it killed the other person, obviously. But
obviously. They were very dead.
Oh, yeah, no. They were absolutely, like, paste on the floor. It's not even a spoiler. It's like first 10 seconds. I mean, I guess spoilers if you're into that kind of thing, but, you know. It's, yeah. Pretty,
gruesome.
Gruesome, yeah, that's a good word for it.
And then after that, it's a lot less gruesome. We only watch a few more episodes after that. We plan to watch more. But it's a lot less overtly gruesome and more edge of your seat. What's going on? Something's weird here. Something fucky this way comes. But no, seriously, it's just... Obviously, there's something more going on than you were being told. Weird things are happening. Super creep factor, thriller stuff. Which is not at all what I expected. I expected cutesy things. I expected things around the age that I thought that character was on the front. I did not notice the blood on their face. I know, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I probably would have assumed it was paint or something else. And I did not at all expect what happened, and neither did Farce. So...
Yeah, it's pretty, and that's kind of the topic of our show today. Different shows that kind of make you go into it with, like, the cover art and the imagery, and, like, you just think, oh, it's gonna be this way, and then it is very much not. Mm-hmm. You know, and there's quite a few shows like that.
Another one that we're gonna add to the list here is The Wandering Witch, which we actually just finished today.
Yesterday.
Okay. I went into it watching it first, and I thought it was gonna be something like The Flying Witch, Little Witch Academia, that kind of cutesy, but we're witches and we're having our good times and all that happy stuff. And then as I kept watching it, I noticed it became to me like Mushishi, where it's like you're getting to see these little vignettes into people's lives, and the protagonist doesn't always help, doesn't always solve the issue. It's kind of in and out, and sometimes it's really messed up and it's really dark, and you are not feeling satisfied afterward. You're not happy. This is not a good conclusion. Other times it is, which was very unexpected. I expected it to be a lot more positive constantly, a lot lighter, a lot more easy watching. And I knew that Farce would like this as well. So I got him watching it. And yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Like I said, from the cover art, bright colors, the beautiful art style, you know, it's very, like the first episode, you know, it all comes across as very sweet-natured show.
Her story.
Yeah, like her life story, my adventure. And then it just kind of winds up like she winds up in some truly nightmare fuel situations that I was like, nothing overtly terrible happens to her specifically, but a lot of very messed up situations. It's like a couple of murder mystery episodes, a couple of, some truly I won't spoil anything, but some truly interesting subject matter for what you're looking at. You look at it and you're like, oh, this is a cutesy show about these adorable little witches going on adventures, and then I feel like it's almost like a bait and switch. Where it seems like it's going to be a cutesy, fun, oh, let's go somewhere adventure, and then it's like death.
Oh, they went somewhere.
Yeah.
They went somewhere.
There may or may not be a on-screen decapitation at one point. I may be misremembering.
Oh, God. But, so definitely a good show. Definitely a good show. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
On AMAL. And it was interesting. More depth than I thought it would have, which is always good. But yeah, it was pretty heavy. They did a good job of going, lighthearted, very dark, kind of goofy, super serious, questioning life and things.
Possible decapitation on screen.
Oh, come on. Now we're stomping wine.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, grapes to wine, whatever, you get it.
I'd say
Varied.
Definitely worth a watch. Just be aware that there's, I won't even call it tonal whiplash, just some emotional whiplash, I feel like. Like, it gets you wound up one way and then hits you in the absolute opposite direction. Mm-hmm. To the point where it'll give you some emotional whiplash while you watch it.
Emotional? I'm sorry. Anyway.
Memes.
Yes.
Memes. I thought we were above that.
No, memes for life.
Yeah.
I was born in the meme. I was molded. You merely adopted the meme. I was in the memes before they were called memes. Before they had a name. Anyway.
I remember back in my day, we called them rage faces, and we were happy with what we got.
Exactly. I'm like, we're meme millennials? Yeah. Meme millennial.
I feel like, on that note, I feel like that's as good a place as any to shut this show off.
No, we got some more. We got a couple more. Come on, we like that.
Feel free to demand a refund. Did you just call me?